Alrighty, and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. Today, with a very special mission, we're going to invade this alien facility here, Operation Bonehammer. And it's going to be great, guys. As always, a lot of biological units, but for the first time, a sectopod and a gatekeeper. Mwah! Love it. I just love it, which means we need a lot of reduction, shredding reduction, and we basically get that from 2 heavies plus a shredstorm cannon, which is pretty good. We could go with more war suits. I feel that wouldn't be the worst idea ever, but for now it's fine. So we got ourselves a war suit. We got ourselves 2 of the unique suits, and yeah, that's really a solid setup. So major, and a lieutenant. Can't say that that is a bad team, not by any stretch of the imagination. So I am expecting that we are flawlessly ending the mission, specifically since we have no timer, which means we can really strategize all day long without being affected. In the off time between last mission and this one, I took the liberty to also look into the Psy training, and I regret to inform you guys that probably we will need to Psy train at least 3 to 4 more abilities, which sucks, I know, but I really want a full psychic character going into the last mission, which means we're going to prepare everything until really the last mission, including the invasion of the television tower, and then we're basically just waiting until the time is over. Everyone has now leveled to the highest level, with the and we have all of the technology available, with the maybe exception of the highest psionic devices. So yeah, there's really not that much more other than waiting for the psionic characters to be finally trained. We're using our Templar here as a scout, who interestingly enough finds something to scout. We can see how the vision range kind of limits us, but we still got a little spot there that does not spot us out. Aggressively moving in, as always. You know that I like the aggressive move on the first turn. Oh, look at that. We got Daniel James, a rookie that is going to join us in this mission. Thanks for being with us, Daniel. Your help is much appreciated. You know what? Since you are so helpful, let's just open the door. Oh, there's no way out of this building. Well, that's unfortunate, Daniel. In which case, you just need to move there. Shakes, easy peasy, moves up. We do have another non-spotted territory, which is over here. And both of the Grenadiers move to the high ground as well. You know my preference for high ground. So, yeah. Question is, what are we dealing with? We do have 2 towers and 3 enemies. The cool part about the 2 towers is that one of them would immediately die if we trigger these guys. The other cool part about it is we could effectively do a couple of Overwatch shots. So with threat assessment, oh, he even has all of them in vision range. Well, that's not too bad. Maybe we'll just start with her. I'm thinking to holding back with a sniper. Our specialist is definitely going to Overwatch. And here's the thing. We can use him to pump additional actions into our team. So we're not going to use him, but our newcomer, Average Joe Daniel James, is definitely going to Overwatch. So, got a little bit of an... the reason why we're not overwatching with her is quite clear, because she has Phantom, so she wouldn't shoot. Which means we do have 1, 2, 3 Overwatches, and we would start off with a big fat grenade, which would immediately kill the tower and trigger all 3 of the enemies. Here we go. Well, I must say we killed everyone before they can could even really move, but we triggered also another pack, which means we have a chance for even more Overwatch attacks. Okay, it wouldn't reach far enough to get them all, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to advance. I mainly want to kill the tower with a grenade, because that's just a very, very easy way of getting rid of the towers. Plus it opens up even a little bit more vision range. And on top of it, it puts this guy into sustenance. This guy, on the other hand, could use some killing. We do have very bad odds of hitting him from here. Could get rid of his full cover, but I think that would be a little bit wasteful with our resources. The sniper has a decent chance of hitting him. Don't want to use the double shot, but now we could definitely use the vault in order to kill him. I mean, that's probably a good idea, because it's a secured hit. And we don't need to advance, so sniper is going to shoot. Almost takes him out. And we even get a free hair trigger, which means I'm just going to repeat shooting, because that way we preserve focus on our Templar. Okay, we have found the eye. Not the eye of the tiger this time, just the eye. This here will not trigger anyone, and we can overwatch. I'm thinking about moving forward so that we can aggressively use our plasma grenade, and we're probably going to do that. Another Overwatch, which means we have one effective Overwatch because she's not going to be triggered. Yeah, stasis is approximately the least dangerous thing that this guy could do. Hammer's just going to kill. Bye-bye, dear priest. Was rather a weak performance. We're moving everyone just a little bit to the front.
I'm going. Come get some. Moving out. On Overwatch. I'm on it.
So we're even overwatching a little bit more, and maybe with the long watch overwatch, if they would move, we would even trigger them, but apparently that's not the case, so let's get the loot.
I got your stuff here.
And I think it's a perfect round for a big fat reload here.
It's killing time. Oh yeah. Back online. Rock and roll. Come get you on Overwatch.
Seems as if the aliens wouldn't move, and we can't really motivate them. Or maybe I've missed them moving away. No, actually they haven't moved at all.
Moving to designated coordinates. On Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now. I'm on it. Scanning.
Let's try that again. I want to see if we can be in vision range. Somehow they are a little bit moving, but only somehow. So I guess the $1 million question is, would that trigger? And if so, how many of them would be hit? Big fat shredder cannon is definitely not a wrong idea.
Scanning. I'll keep it under watch. Scanning. Got it covered. Come get some. On Overwatch. Got it covered.
Want to make sure to pull the gatekeeper into us and to take advantage of our really nice position.
No problem, boss.
So that might trigger them, which is fine. No problem with that. We're going to take care about these snakes first. Those vipers need to die. We are just letting them fall down. And we likewise need to take care about this unfortunate eyeball. Don't want to use another grenade, so that's not an option. We need to shred the eyeball though. So realistically, this is the only option. Let's take a shot. Of course we miss, but I have calculated with that. We are going to hand over some turns. There we go, first hit.
That armor's tough.
Take a free shot. Good job, buddy. Good job. And I'd like you to hand over even more actions, because now we need shredding. Good. The eyeball is naked. No more armor. Unfortunately, our sniper has problems hitting it, which is surprising. But on the other hand, she's the lowest rank, so maybe not really surprising. It's uneven ground. And it only had.
Thousands to go.
Oh, did I just fuck that up? Yep, there goes the perfect mission. The explosion radius was too big, so no flawless mission this time.
Enemy is still up. Impressed yet? Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Yeah, unnecessary. I could have just moved him away.
Back in. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Good, there will be another pack with the sectopod,
Covering now. Overwatch.
although I haven't heard him walk yet.
Moving to designated position. Menace 1-5.
Probably behind, somewhere behind here.
Seems doable. Running.
Good, let's move everyone up as far as we can.
Seems doable.
With the sniper, I'd like to go into a position where we could theoretically grapple up here. So probably something along the lines of this tree here would be nice. And average Joe Daniel Jones is taking some cover here.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
I'll maintain my watch.
Come get some.
For the first time, we are seeing that the sectopod is moving, which is a good sign.
Rolling. I can handle that.
We don't know if there's someone on top of the roof, so we need to be a little bit careful by aggressively advancing.
Got it. Roger that.
Already there.
Stepping off. Got it covered. Overwatch.
Maintaining this area. Nearby.
Okay, as I was thinking, they are probably in the back. And as it usually turns out, we are a little bit itchy on the trigger finger. So let's start this encounter. First things first, we need to destroy the sectopod. And everything else is secondary. Sectopod, by the way, is already shredded. It takes a very good amount of damage here.
That is not good.
We could take the easy way, which would be just removing everything here. I think we're going to do that,
Gather round.
just for the fun of it.
They're on to me. Okay, so I got one. Handle me.
Average Joe Daniel James is just speechless at the moment. He did not even need to take a shot. Everyone else was just destroying the enemy. 1 second. There is no more enemy left, because otherwise it would have said alien turn. So we now know that there is indeed no one left here.
You must evacuate us from the area.
Finally. Let's rock. I'm going. All right, I'll go.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Whatever you say. Here I come.
I will sense any
Scanning. On
disturbance.
Overwatch.
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 Good. Time for us to get out.
Menace 1-5. Status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
Here I come. No problem, boss. What's over there?
Good copy. Moving on target.
No problem, boss.
Making my exit.
Packing it in. I'm going. Overwatch. Let's go.
Ready to boogie.
I'm going. Let's go.
Easy. The only mistake was to not move our assault away. That was a little bit cheesy. But to be honest, 11 or 13 enemies are just also not very threatening, specifically if you have 6 guys in your team and so many consumables. We haven't even run halfway through the consumables, and I was almost wasteful in using them.
Let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world burns around them. We are grateful to the elders.
Besides, the last class that we haven't yet leveled to Colonel is the Templar. So Fury here could use a level. And having 81 kills in 19 missions is pretty impressive. I would say that. How are we struggling to complete key research projects? We're almost done with the research.
Avenger plotting new course.
Once you control the whole planet, the influx of money is just enormous. Cool, we get another guerrilla operations. Hack the workstation. That's probably what we're going to do. Because, you know, enemy protocol. Protect the device is definitely not what we're going to do. Oh. I like it. We get a kernel. And we actually counter something good. And I think sabotage transmitter is not a mission for enemy protocol. But I still would want to do Operation Swamp Knife. We're going to see that within our next video.